who are already doing, that will guide you in choosing which one. First band to have you do FPN quest. So all of that you have to be sure of what you want, how much you are putting, how much you are expecting to meet your own goal. So that is what I want to show. Do we have questions on this? Because this is the main point of decision making. Become a business owner, then be investing 10 to 20% of your income here. Your plan here is to build a residual income as a business owner. What Dangote is enjoying now is called residual income. He's not involved directly in all his businesses. He invests his money. There's a business plan. He collects money from the bank. He sets it up. He employs an administrator who becomes the MD of the place. All of them now, you see that they are doing the same thing. Almost all their MDs are Indians. Otedola, Adenuga, Dangote, all of them. They don't have Nigerians as their MDs. Ma'am, we have very bad work ethic. That's what they do. So, it's money that they put down. It's other people that are. So they are leveraging other people's skills and emphasis. That's what they do. So what you get from your business is called the residual income, because there is a system in place. So you choose incorporation, franchising, or network marketing. They are all business models. The most popular is the incorporation. Then a few people know about franchising, and very few people know about network marketing. Or whichever one you choose, put aside money to build a passive income, so that you can be having residual and passive. Are we good up to this one? Okay? The next thing I want to talk about, you might not have heard of Navarra, but if you go on YouTube, you can get the audio version of his book. His book is called The Almanac by Navarra. He's an Indian, American Indian, Ram Kant. The audio version of the book is on YouTube, but you can buy the hard copy and choose to read it. Yeah, I'll send it to you later. I'll send it to on my phone. Now, this, what was secondary school and we were taught economics, they taught us something called the 4 factors of productivity. How many of us can remember? The 4 factors of productivity. When you're talking of entrepreneurship, the first one is called land. So, especially if you are doing incorporation, the way we used to build business before, the first one is land. So either you rent or lease or buy, you will have to own land. And land in that sense used to be the physical land. So whether you rent an office, where you call office, you rent a space where you call office, or you rent land in case you want to go to farm, whichever one, you can either build the office or rent or lease. Then the second factor used to be labor. So when they say labor, labor means you employ people, physical people, who are resuming work 8 a.m. and closing 4, selling 8 hours per day. That was the second factor. The third is capital. So like we explained under business ownership, capital basically used to be money. So when you are going to people and say, I know what I can do, everyone will say, they will say it's stopping them from taking that decision. So we used to regard only cash as capital. And the fourth part, the fourth key factor is entrepreneurship. We call you an entrepreneur when you can put land, labor, and capital together for productivity. That's the simple definition that we used to have. But that definition has changed in the 21st century. Many people are out of business today because they are not aware that those definitions have changed. Today, land is no more the physical land. Land is no more the office that you resume in the morning and close in the evening. Land today is digital real estate. It's online. It's invisible. It's not something, it's not tangible, it's not something you can hold. Land today is your YouTube channel. Land today is your website. That's what is regarded as digital real estate. So you want to buy space on the internet, that's your website. Everything you're selling, product or service, must be on a website. Virtual assets. Sir? Virtual assets. Virtual, yes. And that's the problem that many people are having. They are not able to make that mental change. So if you're going to survive in the next 5 to 10 years, you have to transit from your physical energy to your mental energy. It's a real challenge, especially for people in my generation. Unfortunately, a lot of young people too are not changing. They're only scrolling on TikTok. They don't know how to make money from there. So, labor today is no more employing human beings. Labor today is employing robots, codes, media. That's what labor means now. Labor is generating content. Labor is, you are in the market, you are doing video. AI. Those are the labor. Those are the labor today. So if YouTube channel is a digital real estate, every content, every video you post on it is labor. So it takes you time to do research, to come up with content, to record the video, to edit the video. Those are your investments in your real estate, your online real estate. I'll send you the real one, the full audio. It's over 4 hours. So that is labor. So when you say you have somebody that is working with you, now let me use my dear lady here, Tony, as an example. When Tonya was in the university, she started her own YouTube channel. Even when she didn't have a phone. I'm sure people around you used to laugh at you.
Very well.
I mean, very well. Imagine that she was in part 3 in the university. She didn't have a phone, but she had an idea that she could create a YouTube channel. And she didn't have ring lights. So at home, she will use a wrapper to create a background and film herself talking outside. She learned everything on the same YouTube, how to start a YouTube channel, how to put content, how to edit. She didn't have anybody teaching her. She learned everything on that same YouTube platform. And she started posting videos on how to do makeup. Even the makeup, she didn't go to learn it anywhere. She learned it on the same YouTube. So when we started working together, she used to charge me 10,000 naira per day. That's about 2 years ago. For coming. Remember, somebody her mate will be looking for a job where they will be paying them 60 or 50,000 per month. So she used to come every Monday. So at the end of the month, I'll pay her 40K. So it was in my presence she finished her degree graduation. It was in my presence she married and has a daughter. The daughter will be 1 next month. We've been working together for 2.5 years. Ma and Sir, she has mastered the craft now. Now I pay her 25,000 naira per visit. She gives me discount if she comes 4 times. So I still pay 90,000 per month if we do all the 4 visits. one day a week. Do you know her mom had to ask her when the mom came for work, what exactly are you doing? Because the woman cannot understand what she's doing. So
she's not reporting to anybody.
She's not reporting to anybody. She's not wanting to work anywhere. The mother shall know me. That okay, she used to go to two person's place. So the mother will follow her with the baby when the baby was very young. So all of them will go to her house on Monday from 9 till about 4, 5 in the evening. So the husband will bring them. So it's the husband that understand because it's there I interviewed her and brought her. He's the one that understand what she's doing. Now she has been working with grandma. She's also working with another clothing brand in Kano. So imagine that she's making over 200,000 every month without having a proper job. How do you explain that to your parents?
Going to work by 8, coming by 9. Yes.
Yeah. Her colleagues are still eating and drinking in their parents' house. Meanwhile, she started that YouTube channel without her phone. Without her phone. That's a very big excuse, I mean.
Yes.
That's enough reason for people to fail. She was not complaining that her parents did not buy her phone. She was not complaining that she does not have ring lights. She started outside with daylight. Now, what I've told you about 200,000 is different from when she now has bridal work. Yeah, now she does bridal work. Now she does photo shoots. If you want to do photo shoots, she will come there, help you with makeup, you do all your dressing, everything. She does all of that by the side. She takes private jobs. If you want, one day she told me about a young girl. You know these girls that just do all this kind of video. She edits one video at 15,000.
Yes.
All these girls that will dress up and go to the mall and just do, they will bring the job for her. So her first tool of buying was an iPhone. She bought it at 160,000.
Yes.
I'm telling you history because I know when she bought it.
Yes.
Why did she buy iPhone? Because I use iPhone.
Yes.
And you can see that everything we are doing is on the iPhone.
Yes.
So now I went to buy iPhone at 2.7 million naira. People will think I've wasted money. But if you see what we are doing on iPhone, we don't need any camera. We are doing live streaming. Everything we do the recording. The camera is clearer than you buying a professional camera. CapCut is on there.
Yes.
Canva is there. She will do all the recording. She will sit down and edit everything. We will upload on YouTube and everything. That's what we are doing. That's how to work now. Last Monday I did a YouTube class where we analyzed one of my videos. And we saw that 44% of the views were from US. I live in Abuja. The remaining 56 from Nigeria. Whatever you are doing now must be borderless, must be global. So that's the thing about labor. So it's somebody will say, come and buy shop with that market for what? That era is gone. Completely gone. You can't sit down and wait for customer. Now it's you that go to customer with your content. That's labor now. So now what is capital? You will stop wasting time when you know what you can create with time. Now you must invest your time. Imagine that you now have a business that you can be doing just for 1 hour every day or 10 hours per week. So you do 1 hour Monday to Friday, Saturday you do 3 hours, Sunday you do 2 hours. That's 10 hours every week. So that will help you to see that you won't have time to go to Owambe parties. You won't have time to say, hey, I just came to greet you. Grandma knows that if I come to our house, it's for business. If I want to eat, I will tell her on the phone that Grandma, I'm coming, or I've not had lunch, I will eat in your house. Because by the time I get back home, I won't be able to eat again. It's A relationship. You build relationships. Relationship now is capital. Anybody that is wasting your time, cut off. Relationship is a social capital. You are investing 10 hours a week. Can you do it consistently for the next 1 year and see what happens? So your time, your relationships, they are social capital. And then your intellectual property, your content. Last week I told myself I'm going to start a weekly book review now. My second video every week is going to be I'll be reviewing a business book every week. Why? AI has made it easy. I didn't have to sit down to read Naval. I just had to read. I simply went to ChatGPT. I paid that 1,900 yesterday. That's how much I pay every month to enjoy the upgrade. So I just went there and said, hey, give me a review of this book pertaining to what I do. And they gave me. And I said, give me the application in my type of business. That's what I'm telling you now. So using AI to improve your content. So I paid for that. That's a monthly bill. I pay for Zoom every month, almost $20. So those are the payments to uphold the kind of structure that you are setting up. So these are the things that are happening now. Capital. You need to charge.
No, not yet.
So the capital has been redefined. It has been redefined. So no matter the kind of job you have, can you squeeze out 10 hours a week? So some people are doing part-time, some people are doing full-time. So if you have a job now, can you bring up? Some people do extra income just Saturday and Sunday. So as you are very busy Monday to Friday, what can you do on Saturday and Sunday? And you still build the second stream of income. So if you have this understanding that time is now a capital, honestly, you won't go to church for 5 hours on Sunday. If you go outside Nigeria, you will never see a church service that goes beyond 2 hours. They will carry their bag and leave. Because they know they have to go and work. Those are people that are even doing physical second and third jobs. So you begin to value your time. You begin to value the time you spend on self-development. Because what you know will affect the kind of content you put out. And then the kind of returns that you're expecting. So that's the definition of capital now. So the fourth point is entrepreneurship. So you are now an entrepreneur when you can put together. What are we putting together? Land, labor, and capital as redefined. So in your house, they will be asking you, what are you doing? Because they won't understand what you're doing. They will say, she's just pressing phone. I think about that's what they will say. He's just sitting down there pressing phone, and you're not talking. So if you have a job, your break time can be invested in your business, and nobody will know what you're doing. So that's why I also educate women whose husbands are not cooperating with them to build their life. This is the kind of business you can do. You won't even know what you are doing. If you want to talk, just go outside. Talk when he's not there. Every other thing, you are just chatting. Every other thing. Honestly, it's so good that nobody will know. It's called the invisible profit system. It's the invisible profit system. It's not tangible. That's why you yourself must have enough information to believe in it first before other people can believe in it. You have to believe in it to invest your time into it. You have to have a clear vision of what is happening and where you are going so that you be consistent to get the results that you want. Do we have questions on that? It's so much light for me because I started this online journey in 2015. Since then, I've been spending money, I've been learning. Those I cannot do by myself, I will outsource. People will do for me, I will pay. To many people to look and see what are you doing, or why are you wasting money?
I think what I want to say is,
Yes, sir.
the perception problem that most people have on average when they see you either on your laptop or your phone, they will think that, oh, she doesn't have to need she's idle. So, yes, that is maybe due to the uninformed.
Yes,
But however, some of them to some extent they are right, because you see somebody 2, 3 hours, 6 hours, and what they are doing will not add any value to them. They are looking at things that are not relevant.
What
they are not learning anything. It's almost some kind of wasting or what have you. Meanwhile, in some places, somebody will just spend 30 minutes to develop a content. In the next few hours, he's already adding large amount of money. Then, of course, another factor that is working against us here in Nigeria, there are a lot of virtual engagement that you cannot undertake. They don't allow you to work in Nigeria because of
Location.
not location per se. Activities of some of these youngsters that we call Yahoo and what have you. Unlike now, when you look at in advanced economies, you want to be maybe a social media influencer or maybe software person. You pay him like $100,000
Per hour.
per
My job.
Yeah. So meanwhile, in those in the Western world, they will look, okay, let's go to India and Philippines, the same job. I will get somebody doing remotely, I will pay him $10,000, and that person will
Cheaper labor.
Yeah. But of course, we here in Nigeria are not getting that. And our government is not also helping us to facilitate.
Time. So, okay, sir.
Our government is not helping us to facilitate access to those because if diplomatic intervention comes into play, a lot of those risks can be minimized. And if young person know that I can do something very quickly and
They are doing it now, sir. They are using VPN. With VPN, nobody will know your location. They use VPN. VPN covers your location. It will look as if you are in the US. Now people register their businesses in UK and US without leaving where they are here.
yeah, sure.
So they're able to get their money on PayPal and other places. They're able to register businesses here in Libya. So it's easier to call it out. They find a way around this.
Is there anybody that knows about that?
That's I take their neck and they follow them every day. And they follow them every day. People get jobs of Fiverr and all of that from here. They use VPN. There was a time I wanted to register for Cloud. Cloud is an AI, CLAUDE. With my MCN and Google, I had to go and buy an Airtel SIM before I could register for Cloud. So there are many things and people are finding a way around this. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Once you do stuff, we'll be fine. There's always a way out. Always a way out. So, I'm sure we understand this. Please, I'll share the audio of this book with everybody. Take the time to listen. It was mind-blowing when I listened to it and read the review. Very, very, it makes a lot of sense. If you have been trying to build an online presence, this will give you clarity on why you should build an online presence. It's very, very interesting. So, I'm going to zero in on network marketing now because that's my space. Understanding all four. I chose network marketing 26 years ago. And I'll tell you why. Many of us, we don't have anybody to give us more money to start businesses. We don't have the connection. I'm not related to any governor. I don't know president. I don't know. So if we keep talking like that, we will remain at the same spot. But what I saw with network marketing, today I have over 300 physical groups of network marketing. It's a business model that allows you, no matter where you're coming from, to build your own platform and wealth. And the reason is you are in partnership with a corporate organization that allows you to leverage their infrastructure. So I'm not manufacturing, I don't have to. I'm not doing clearing and forwarding. I don't have to register with NAFTA. All of those bottlenecks I have overcome by partnering with corporate organizations, organization that allows that to happen. Now, if you look at Unilever, for example, as a manufacturing giant, they will come to Abuja and appoint a sole distributor. This is the traditional marketing style. This person will put down like 100 million as credit line. The deal is that at the beginning of the month, you pay the 100 million and they supply all the products meant for Abuja to this one person. So this person has a warehouse, has several trucks for distribution, and has this 100 million credit line. Then there will be the wholesalers. The wholesalers will come to this place and carry 60-50 cartons to their own smaller warehouses. Then you have the retailers. You have the neighborhood store. Then you have the consumer. So by the time you are buying a pack of home, it has passed through 4 people. You don't never bring out 80 naira. I will end up buying it at 100 naira. Each of these people have added 5 naira. But they don't do advertisements. So you have this. 20% of the cost goes to these 4 people. So I buy it at 100 naira. They brought it out at 80 naira. Out of this 80, they will spend 30 naira on adverts. So those 4 people don't do any adverts. But when I'm entering to tackle market, billboard, the sponsor super story, all of that is inside the 30 naira. So you, as a consumer, you are the one paying for everything. The Omo you are buying, the cost of it is actually 20 naira. But you buy it at 80. But they will still pay stock. They will pay investors, they will run overhead, they will buy raw material, they will run the factory, everything inside the same 100 naira. So this is traditional marketing. But the network marketing is a different concept. You have a company like Forever. We have you, only you, between the company and the consumer. So this whole 20% comes to you instead of 4 people. This 30 naira for adverts comes here, paid to you for talking and on research and development. How do I do it? You see better quality products coming from network marketing companies because they invest a lot in research and development. So you see quality that you won't find generally on the shelves coming out. So that 30 naira, when I say personal bonus, it's personal bonus, not equity. Personal bonus means they pay you for talking. So instead of spending money on adverts, conventional television, radio, they pay you. So they rely on you, storytelling, sharing your personal experiences. How does that happen? Grandma is using this Bible, and she's able to write without any hindrance. So my daughter is in school, and grandma says, you want to buy Bible for Deborah? Buy this particular one. It's very good. It does not explode. It writes very well. This. You can put it in your bag. The ink does not swell. This. Why? She is sharing her personal experience. So instead of the company paying advertising agencies to run ad on newspaper or TV, they pay her for talking to me, for sharing her experience. So I always tell people, I say, stop causing me for free, you come and talk for money. So that is what happens here. So you are allowed to build customers. So you have a shop that is not a physical shop, it cannot be seen. So you don't have to go and be paying rent in Gariki International Market and say, I have store, I put puts these products there. Everybody that comes to the market come and buy. No, we don't do that. And then you have your customers, you earn your money. The company also allows you to introduce other people and help them set up their own shops, still invisible. This is the ideology of network marketing. So number one, in this market called Nigeria, we have never seen anything that is not visible. We're used to seeing, we will say seeing is believing. There's nothing to see anymore. There's nothing to see anymore. You can't see this one. Yesterday where I live, they don't know what I do. You've not seen me carry product from one place to the other. I don't go out every day. One day they ask my driver that what does your madam do? Because people are used to seeing you carry something. When I started the business, my training center was in my father's house. I rented my space from him. So when he saw that I bought the first car and the second one, he came to my office and sat in front of me. I said, what exactly are you doing? Because I couldn't see what I was doing that would help make me buy a car. I bought the second one 6 months later. They came and said, I don't like it. There's the Yoruba father, that's how they believe. What exactly are you doing? So I had to explain to him, so like how much do you make per month? I kept quiet. Because at that point you don't declare. If not, that you will carry everybody's responsibility. You know? But that's how the business is. So when people see me still doing the same thing, somebody came to me one day and said, hey, you are still doing this thing. I said, show me something else. You like how to bribe or beg. So we need to understand the concept. So what exactly is network marketing? It's a business model where you partner with a corporate organization to create awareness about their products to other people. So you can see you investing time to build relationships and to share your intellectual property. Those are the things we do. So you invest your time to build relationships. So I met grandma and I said, ma'am, I sell these products. And she said, oh, I have arthritis. I would like to try them. I said, oh, we have specific things for arthritis, but you'll also adjust your diet, your lifestyle. And she started. So when she used the products and she enjoyed the benefits, she started talking to other people about it. And initially she said that, I'm not interested in the business aspect, I'm just interested in my health. I said, it's okay. But by the time the products work, what did she now do? She started telling other people about it. And from there, she built a business around it. But she's still in her house. She didn't go to rent any office, she does not have any sales girl up to now. So if she can transition at 75 to having an online business, then everybody can do it. So there are two major things we do. One, you talk about the company's product based on your personal experience. You build a retail business, so you do buy and sell. But everything we do is still online. Secondly, Grandma met Stanley, spoke to him about the business, he became interested, so he can also build his own retail business. How? She will simply share her experiences with him. So she becomes an extension of her, what we call leverage. That's what we call leverage. So imagine that 1, 2, 3, 4 are different shops that I have set up. Everybody is selling, retailing and receiving their own profits every month. At the end of the month, Forever is going to reward me for giving birth to 4 people that are productive. I will earn commission based on everybody's sales volume every month. So in network marketing, you are able to leverage. So Aladi is investing 5 hours a week. She is putting in 10 hours. Grandma is putting 15. He is putting 20. I'll get commission on all the hours put together. Even if you earn 1% commission, it's better than what you can do all by yourself. So that's where the residual income comes in. So the question now is, how much would you like to earn per month? In the forever business, you will still earn an average of 5% of whatever your team has generated in sales per month. Same way we did calculation of the real estate, you can do calculation of this. So if I want to earn 5 million in a month, it means my team must sell at least 60 million per month. And what's 5% of 60 million? 3 million. That would be 3 million. Yeah, that would be 3 million if it's 60. If it's 100 million, it will be 5 million. Okay? So that's what we want to build now. So how do I generate 100 million naira sales per month? That's the next question. How many people do I need? If I have 100 people selling 1 million in a month, we generate 100 million. So where can I get 100 people who will be selling 1 million? But in forever, it's so interesting that the company now says everybody needs to sell products of about 4 million in a month. So this is you. Forever now says you call you a forever business owner. Our registration is free. That's the first thing. You don't need to pay to become a distributor. Secondly, you build your customer base. How do you acquire customers? You do health awareness talks, which you can do offline or online. You can have a website or just a sales funnel where you create an awareness about your offer. What's your offer? I work with men to manage stress naturally. She works with mostly men to manage and prevent hypertension. She chose to do something else. Somebody else is doing for diabetes. So you have to come to the market with an offer. You look around you, what's the problem, what's the health problem people around me need, and what can I offer them? So you package your products and make it an offer. So you have a targeted audience and have an offer for them. So every month, the company says sell products of about 1.7 million per month. In our team, we say sell 2.211 million per month. There are points attached to the products. So for 1.7 million, that's about 4 case credits per month. But in our team, we choose to be doing 5 case credits per month, just retailing the products. But now the company says you can bring new people and show them what you do. So I call this the pillar of 3. So I have 3 people who have shown the same thing to, and each person is also retailing their own products. So I have A, B, and C. And I work with each person to establish their own retail business, everybody making their own over 700,000 naira a month. I will also now work with these 3 people to do the same thing. That's team building. Leveraging comes from team building. So what am I doing? I have 3 people that have taught how to sell 2.2 million every month, and the 3 of them are doing the same thing. And then each person will also go on to get their own thing. Now there's no limit to the number of people you can get, but you are looking for your first active 3. To get those active 3, you may have to register between 10 and 15 people. Intentionally. Put everybody through the same training and exposure and identify the 3 that are ready now. So, Imagine that in the next 6 to 12 months, you now have A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. So we have U plus 3 plus 9. 13 people here that are active. Each person selling 2.2 million in a month. That gives us sales of about 27 million naira in 1 month. So, you here, you get your retail profit, you get your personal bonus, but you will also now get another 5% on 26 million naira. That's your residual income. And now you can plan and grow according to your plan. So if you do this in the first 6 to 12 months, can you imagine what can happen in 5 years? Because you have a training system that works. So everybody that comes your way, you show them the business opportunity. That's why it's called the business opportunity. It's not everybody you show that is interested. Some will go and come back to you later when they need it. Some it will take them losing their jobs to remember that there's something they can do. But you don't stop talking to people because you don't know who needs it. Some will just start part-time and grow it into a full-time thing. So imagine that you have this. That means there are 13 shops operating under you. Each shop selling 2.2 million. Now, my own product offer is a pack is 190,000. So if I sell 12 in a month, I have done my 2.2 million. Grandma's pack is 136 million. So she needs to do about 15 or 14 to achieve her 2.2. So at the beginning of the month, you make your offer, you know how much sales you want to do. So how do you acquire customer and how do you nurture the customers acquired? So I have a sales funnel going on. I'm using Facebook ad. So because I'm running ad of maybe 8 or 10,000 naira every day, I'm able to sell 3-4 packs every week. So if I do that, in 1 month I've done my 12 packs. So that's my shop. She does her shop, Daddy does his shop. By the end of the month, everybody has moved products from the warehouse to the consumer through what we call dropshipping. So I don't even have to see the product. When the order comes, I connect with the person, I build a relationship, the order moves from the company directly to her house, my money comes into my account. So at the same time, as I go about, I meet people every day, I make friends, I go online, I make friends. We also do online presentation. This is a major physical meeting, but we also do online presentation. Like on Tuesday, we'll be having an online meeting on Zoom, where we also present the business. So that will cover people who are not in Abuja or people who are not available to come today. So you can do it both online and offline. And then in Forever, we have a mobile app that is just on your phone, through which I can sell products to somebody in the US or in the UK, or I can recruit people in Canada just from my app. So it has become very interesting. And that's why people will drop out if they are not updating themselves. So everything has gone tech. Forever operates in 140 plus countries. The meaning is that from my phone, I can sell products to all those places and I can recruit in all those places. So what do I want from this business and how can I get it? That's the next question I would like to ask. So how much would you like to earn, retail, and how much do you think you can make when you recruit? So please join me as I call Grandma to give us her experience. She can't talk plenty, but briefly, because you know she has impressed me, she has made an impression on me personally. You know, because for her age, if I was to go out and recruit, I'm sure I wouldn't have prospected her to do the business. I would have simply wanted her to just remain a user a customer. But because she had used the product and she enjoyed it, she decided to also learn about the business, and now she even have people in her team. So Grandma, welcome. Just share with us briefly.
She said, I am doing this because of my health, and then because I've always had the vision to help individuals. So when I met her, I had a bad arthritis, and we met her. When we were doing some lectures. So she told me about Forever Move. I should try it. Earlier on, I had been taking a lot of orthodox medicine from my brother, who is a physiotherapist. No, who is I wouldn't miss trainings. I was so very, very anxious because my age, a lot of people did not expect me to be doing what I was doing. So it was like a challenge. And I like competition anyway. So I'm very competitive. So I said, so I went closer to her. I would ask her questions. She would answer me, she would direct me, I would follow. Then gradually, I started getting some people. And then she told me about this phone. And I did. I think the first one was on New Year's Day. I didn't rest. I was just having so many. I said, is this how you see this? And I said, okay, I want my rest. So that month, I had so many others. And by the time I knew it, I didn't even know she was even the person that told me that I had meant for CC. I said, if it's like this, then I'll do that. So that was fine. And then, before then, I used to do trainings, but not of wellness. So I decided to read and learn and know about it. So it's really challenging when you start, but you find out that it gets better and easier as you go on. So I encourage everybody, and I tell people if I can do it, it's like technology. Now I like even ChatGPT has become your friend. I'm even writing a book, it's my cover. My marketing is my marketing consultant. So so it's better and easier than before. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Grandma. Because when a man speaks up and says, okay, this thing is working, and if she can work it, and every month, Grandma sells a minimum of 5 case studies, that's minimum. So most times she does 3-4 million naira in a month in sales. But there's no limit to what you can sell. So imagine that you sell 3 million, the profit is 900,000. And then you get the personal bonus again. She's already a supervisor in the marketing plan. So that gives her an 8% personal bonus. So 8% of 3 million is another like 240,000 naira paid to her at the end of the month. So without leaving the house, that's like 1.2 million naira every month without leaving the house at 75. So that's why I said if she can learn how to use it. Till now she cannot do the Facebook ad and she cannot do the budget. But whatever you cannot do, you can outsource. And once you know how to build relationships with the people who are buying from you, then you get repeat sales. So if you understand how this thing works, you will know that the first thing to do is to establish the relationships, and then you nurture them for repeat business. In network marketing, the secret is repeat business. Nobody will join your team if they cannot build relationship with you. If they don't know that you know where you are going, and you can show them where they also want to get to, they will not join. So both ways, you are building relationship, but different audiences. The first target are your customers, the second target are your business partners. So once you are able to do both, then we are good. So looking at the pillar of 3, how many of us think that between now and end of the year you can find 3 people that can be doing the business activity? Good. Because it has to be intentional. Your retailing is dependent on your personal level, but your team building, which is where leverage comes from, is dependent on you and others. So it means that everybody you come across, you will schedule appointments, make friends with them, and find an opportunity to sit down and show them the business. As this morning now, she was showing me on her phone, somebody that she invited that couldn't come, sent her a message and said, oh, I can see that you are doing forever products. I've done it before, but that part where they say we should network, I can't do. That means she's lazy in doing team building. But she can be making her money. I have people in my team that for over 20 years all they do is sell. So if that is what she wants, and you can show her how she can be making 700,000 every month, why not? That's still a lot of money that will make a lot of difference. Honestly, during the week, this girl, she was very easy. I read one of her posts and she said, if you are making 4 million naira in a month in Nigeria, you are already in the top 1%. Honestly. And you can be making it without any noise in this business. Imagine that you don't have to bribe anybody. You are not at the mercy of the government. I use Starlink in my house now, so my internet does not even pass Nigeria space. So you can build your own environment the way you want it right here. We've not had electricity for 2 days now, but I'm 24 hours on inverter, so you won't even miss them. So it means you have created the lifestyle you want here because you can afford it. So this is something that can conveniently give you 4 million naira a month without any loss, and it's still intangible. So nobody will know what you are doing unless you open your mouth and tell them this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm earning. And it also means that no family member can take it away from your children. Unlike where they can guess that she has 3 shops in Wuse market, and they are trying to have an idea of what is your net worth. All of that is invisible here. But that's also the reason why many people don't believe that it works. Because they can't see it. So we all need to move from the seeing physical to the seeing mental. So it's more of mental. Do we have questions? Do we have questions?
$12.31.
So how many of us are ready? Sir, I'm waiting for your question. Yeah? You don't really have a question.